Hey, it's your boy Lewis, and listen, I'm here today to talk about quickly becoming my favorite book, Journey to Wealth, a 30-day manifestation masterclass. Latif and myself actually do a couple of videos that's geared around this book as well as my book. But let's just dive just like a little bit deeper into this. Journey to Wealth, a 30-day manifestation masterclass. 30 days. 30 days. See, this is what I perceive to be the problem. People look at the title and say, ain't nobody got time for that. I ain't got 30 days. But yet and still, we seem to want the world. We seem to want everything just dropped in our laps without doing any work or inspired action. 30 days, 1 month. If you haven't gotten to where you expect to be by now, wouldn't it be well worth your time to spend 30 days, 1 month to get to where you wish to be in life as far as manifesting or making real your dreams, your goals, your wishes? There's this old saying, and you've seen it a lot on social media, and people put it up. In fact, I put it up a lot. We make time for what we feel is important, okay? 30 days is not a minute, it's not an hour, it's not a day, it's 30 days, okay? If manifesting your greatest desires is important to you, wouldn't it be worth 30 days? Just 30. We're not talking about 365, we said 30, okay? In fact, if I could get exactly where I needed to be, and somebody told me it's going to take you a year, I would probably say, when do I start? Nowish? We make time for the stupidest of things. We always seem to find time for the things that bring us no return on investment, no value, do not help us reach our goals, do not help us get where we want to be. We will gladly give up that time. If somebody said, hey, let's take 30 days to just go to the amusement park, here's a 30-day pass. You can go every day for the next 30 days. Unless you design roller coasters, how is that helping you? How is that helping you build up your financial goals? How is that helping you with your relationships? How is that helping you with your interactions with other sentient beings on this planet? We make time for what we feel to be important. Whenever someone tells me that they have no time for anything that I am putting on the table that I feel is bringing a return on investment, I'm just going to look at them sideways and be like, all right, cool. There's something else that's more important to you. There's something else that you would rather be doing than doing this. You've got to ask yourself that question. I could have named the book Journey to Wealth a one-day manifestation masterclass. I'd be lying. This stuff takes time, and it takes an investment of time from you. Brian Tracy talks about this thing called Drive University. He talked about it in a lot of his videos, a lot of his speeches, a lot of his broadcasts. Drive University. What is that? So you have two choices. You can drive and take a road trip, go to work every day, commute every day, and or take the train every day or take the bus every day. And what are you doing with that time? What are you doing to further your goals? What are you doing to educate yourself? Most people have like USB ports, CD drives. Hell, I don't care if you got to take that. There is a wealth of knowledge that you can obtain from the library, that you can obtain through YouTube if you hook up your phone via Bluetooth. There's a wealth of knowledge that you can obtain from CDs. There's a wealth of knowledge that you can obtain online. An hour a day for 6 months makes you close to being an expert on whatever subject that you are actually embedding into yourself 1 hour each day for 6 months. But many of us don't do that. The celebrity news on the radio while you're driving, yes, may be entertaining, but unless you're running those circles, Journey to Wealth, 30-day manifestation masterclass, unless you're running those circles, why are you listening to it? get your game up. Or as the kids say, get your weight up. Okay? You know, it frustrates me, but then I've come to the realization of just accepting the fact that, hey, I've got no control over what you do with your time as a human being. No control. We all get the same 24 hours in a day. If you want to waste that 24 hours, my main thing is, okay, cool, you wasted it. You did what you wanted to do. This does not ignite me to jumping in and fixing a fire drill. You know, I got up today, and from the minute that I got my house shoes on, I have been just going at it, working on the photography business, working on the media side of the business, looking for old manuscripts that I have in my Google Drive that I can convert into books. Why I started them, I don't know. Especially why I didn't finish them, I don't know. But I think it was based on the fact of I didn't make time for what should have been important. Do you find yourself constantly not making time for what you know? I'm not even gonna say feel, you know this is important. You know that that brings return on investment. You know this brings value. And you're not making time for it. But yet and still, when I guess the cows come walking home, then you want to engage and rush everybody into, oh, I need you to do this. Oh, I need you to do this. Oh, I need you to do this. Back to the Furniture Ranch, okay? You wasted your time. You wasted your time. I spend my days studying. I spend my days writing. I spend my days creating. I spend my days editing. I spend my days on my day job. But through all of those things stayed at the top of my mind as being important to me. You know, hanging out, not important to me. Okay? Just walking around aimlessly, looking up at the sky, not important to me. My face glued to my phone, looking at nothing that's not going to help me, just somebody else's dribble, not going to help me. However, if I get up every day and I say, at least for the first half of the day, hey, listen, I'm going to get as much done as humanly possible because this is important to me, I will find that by the next day I've made progress. And if I take that same mindset the next day, then that's 2 days in the hole. So on and so forth. You know, people really have to, start weighing what is important and what is not important. Entertainment is a great thing. I create entertainment. I have an online radio station. I make funny, quirky videos. I have a lot of fun with entertainment. But entertainment never supersedes what is important. I can entertain myself at any point of the day. I can entertain myself when I need to clear my head a little bit and take a little stretch break. Oh, let me go entertain myself for a few minutes. Maybe I'll turn on the game console and play a couple of matches. Maybe I'll scroll social media. Maybe I'll play some stupid game on my phone. However, it always begins that way. But then in the back of my mind, it's like, okay, this is not important. What are you doing with your time? Look at what time it is. What are you doing? See, the reason why I look down at people that waste their time and then try to rally everybody up in their corner. We all know the person at work that, was tasked to get some report done or some project done, and here it comes, deadline is a couple hours away, and they're running around the office, oh my God, I'm going to get fired, I need you to help me, I need you to help me, I need you to help me. But yet and still, they're scrolling social media on their work computer. Who does that? I don't know why. Or they're having little chit-chat breaks with all the staff from other departments. I'm more or less the type of person who's like, well, you had a whole week to do this. How much did you get done? Oh my God, you're not going to believe this. I've got none of it done. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. See, it's different if you didn't understand what the task was. Then, easiest course of action is to speak to your manager or your supervisor or whoever it may be and have the task lined out. Or you can come to your coworkers, me included, and say, hey, listen, I really don't understand this. Okay, can you give me a hand at least to understanding it? See, That's making time for what is important. See, I can always appreciate that. I always appreciate that. However, you know, if you look at the flip side of that coin, where the person is just running around taking extra long lunch breaks, doing this, doing that, I'm sitting up there saying, well, I heard the boss tell you he needed this report by such and such day at such and such time. I see you doing nothing. Please do not come by my desk an hour before this is actually due and expect me to jump in and help you, because usually I'm going to tell you, no, I got my own workload to take care of. You know, and a lot of people think that is selfish. A lot of people think that's not being empathetic. No, how do you become empathetic with a person that just wastes their time, expects you to always jump in and save the day? You know, 30 days. This is what we're talking. I'll put the link below. But this is what we're talking, 30 days. Now, if someone else, if you get this with a friend or a family member and say, hey, listen, we're going to see if this really works. I'm going to spend the 30 days in doing it. So you actually put in the work. You actually go through it page by page, do all the exercises, set all the goals. And the other person reads the forward and says, yeah, I'll get around to it. Who do you think is going to be successful? Who do you think is going to reach their goals? Who do you think is going to be able to manifest their reality? You know, and usually you'll find the other person just looking at you saying, well, I'm just going to see how it turns out for you. What's the sense? Everybody's goals and dreams are completely different. Believe it or not, if you request love, if you request a better relationship, if you request money from the universe or your higher power, you know, that number, that the way it's going to come to you is not going to be the same as how it would come to anyone else on this plane of existence. You know, we've got to get out of the habit, especially in our community, of nobody's got time for that. Because when I hear people say that and I see them using their time like they just have an abundance of it sitting in their pocket, like they can reset time, then I'm just like, wow, I really hope that works out for you. And honestly, I don't want to be the one that has to put on the fire hat and the fire jacket and say, okay, it's a fire drill, let me go solve this for you. I don't. You know, time is always important. It is the only coin that is not replaceable on this plane of reality. It is not replaceable. Once it's gone, it's gone. You know, and that's why I urge you, Journey to Wealth, the 30-day manifestation masterclass. Okay, tried and true methods, and it's not a magic cure-all. You've got to put in the work. You've got to put in 30 days of worth of work. Not 2 days, not 3 days, not 10 days, not 15 days, but 30 days. Is 30 days of your time, roughly about 2 hours out of the day, is it worth making real or manifesting all the things that you want out of this life, out of this existence? Only you can answer that question. But, like I said, I've kept you long enough, right? Like I said, I'm going to put this up in the links. Get an audio copy if you haven't done so already. If you do have a copy of it, and you've seen your goals manifest or be made real, please put it in the comments. I really am excited to know and understand that by me taking and utilizing my time to write and publish this book, okay, that is actually out there helping people realize their greatest desires. Hey, L. Robinson, Lewis, read to some. You know, I want to thank you guys for joining me. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, do whatever it is that you do if you have the time for it. Hey, you already know. Love you guys.